A compact console with a stunning display, a perfect grip, an amazing design, a powerful processor, and a vertical form factor. All of this is packed into this little device, the TrimUI Brick.
I'm lying.
Despite its size, this is quite a capable console even for PSP games. I'm genuinely impressed with this device and excited to give you a closer look. In this video, we'll unbox the TrimUI Brick, take a closer look at its design, discuss the software, and test some retro games. Essentially, the TrimUI Brick is the vertical sibling of the TrimUI Smart Pro, which I recently reviewed. That console impressed me with its design, performance, and price, and I named it the best budget console of 2024. If you missed that video, you'll find a link to it in the description box. The TrimUI Brick is powered by an all-winner A133 Plus processor with 4 Cortex A53 cores and a PowerVR G8300 GPU. It has 1GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 8GB of internal storage for the firmware. The entire game library and media content are stored on an SD card. In my case, it's a 64GB SD card included in the package. The console features a compact 3.2-inch IPS screen with an incredible resolution of 1024 by 768 pixels. It's equipped with a 3000 mAh battery, which provides 3 to 5 hours of playtime depending on the game. Additionally, the console includes built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi adapters, front-facing stereo sound, a headphone jack, stylish ambient lighting, and 3 functional buttons you can customize for different purposes. Weighing just under 160 grams, the TrimUI Brick truly deserves its title as a pocket-sized retro gaming device. By the way, this console was kindly provided for review by the store To Retro. Big thanks to them for that! In addition to the TrimUI Brick, you can find other amazing consoles and gaming accessories there. You'll find the link to this console and my promo code in the description box. Now let's unbox the console and see what's inside. The TrimUI Brick comes in this grey box, with an image of the console in white and black. On their website, you can order the console in one of 4 colors: black, white, red, and purple. I chose the classic black version. Inside the box, there is the console itself, carefully packed. Let's set it aside for now. Underneath, you'll find a detailed manual in English and Chinese. Additional buttons for the shoulder triggers, we'll get back to this later, and a standard USB Type-A to USB Type-C charging cable. Now let's take the console out of its packaging. It's incredibly compact, yet it feels premium and solid. This might be due to its weight. It feels heavier than it looks, and the excellent build quality. Nothing creaks or feels loose. Let's turn it on and take a look at the stunning display. Yes, it's truly impressive. It gets even better once you peel off the protective film. Unfortunately, the screen doesn't have an oleophobic coating, so it's easy to leave fingerprints, which are hard to clean off. Investing in a good screen protector would be a smart move. The console's body is made of pleasant matte plastic. The back panel, however, is made of metal. It feels cold to the touch, adding a premium feel. This metal surface also serves as a heat sink for the processor underneath. The lower part has a ribbed surface, which enhances the tactile experience. On the front, the matte black buttons are slightly rounded and provide a satisfying click when pressed. I think these buttons are excellent, similar to those on the TrimUI Smart Pro. The D-pad is also matte, and, in my opinion, very well designed. It's firm but responsive, with great feedback. Diagonal inputs register effortlessly, making gameplay smooth. Below the D-pad are the menu, select and start buttons. They are small and slightly raised, with a decent feel when pressed. On the back, there are 4 shoulder triggers with a nice microclick. What's even more interesting is that the keycaps are interchangeable. The package includes 2 additional sets of keycaps that can be easily swapped. Here's how the buttons look with the second set, which I prefer due to the rounded edges. And here's how they look with the third set. Everyone can choose their preferred keycap shape. On the side, you'll find volume buttons slightly protruding from the body. On the opposite side are a function switch, which we'll discuss later, and the power button. At the bottom, there is a microSD card slot, a reset button, a USB Type-C port for charging, and a headphone jack. Overall, the console's design leaves me with a positive impression. It's a high-quality, beautiful device that will now become my go-to pocket console for retro gaming. Let's power it on and explore the interface. You navigate the interface tabs using the L1 and R1 shoulder triggers. The first two tabs are favorites and recently played. The next tab is best, which contains curate game collections. Then comes the most important tab, Games, where you'll find the main systems supported by the console, over 30 of them. You can select a system and then a game. The next tab is Ports, which contains games from the Portmaster section. By default, I already have a few games installed, including Celeste, Sonic Mania, and Stardew Valley. Next is the Apps tab, where various applications and emulators are stored. The first app is Function Key Setting, which allows you to customize the front-facing functional buttons, and the side switch. I assigned the first button to turn off the ambient lighting, the second to adjust screen brightness, and the switch to toggle CPU performance mode. The final tab is Settings, where you can configure the display, volume, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and themes. In the Key Map section, you can map the D-pad to function as an analog stick by holding one of the buttons, like R2. This is handy for games that rely on analog controls, which this console lacks. The interface is simple, intuitive, and identical to the TrimUI Smart Pro. I don't think you'll have any trouble navigating it. Moreover, there are already a few custom firmware options available for this console, such as Nully or MinUI. If you enjoy experimenting with the operating system like I do, you'll love this. Once again, I must emphasize the TrimUI Brick's incredible high-resolution display. Playing games on this screen is pure joy. By the way, I strongly recommend replacing the default SD card with a higher quality one. The stock card is unreliable and may fail at any time. Mine stopped working after just 2 uses, but luckily I had already backed it up by copying its files to a USD card. And before we continue, please like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment. This helps me promote the channel. Also, you can click the bell icon, so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you for your attention. Let's continue. Now, let's test a few games. Classic retro games look stunning. They're a pleasure to play, and the small size of the console makes it easy to carry around and enjoy your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Surprisingly, despite its compact size, the device feels comfortable to hold. Colors in the games are vibrant and rich.
Way cool!
Even more demanding games, like those on the Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 1, run smoothly. The only downside is that the console gets slightly warm on the back, but it doesn't bother me, and the games deliver a positive experience. Let's check out some PSP games. My classic benchmark, GTA Vice City Stories, shows good FPS at minimal graphics settings. Some PSP games might be less comfortable to play than classic retro games, as they often rely on an analog stick. However, playing PSP games on this console is still much better than on the Anbernic 40 series or the R36S. As for the games in the Portmaster section, everything runs smoothly here too. Portmaster gives you access to an additional library of games, including many popular titles, which is a great way to expand your game collection. In conclusion, I am genuinely impressed by the TrimUI Brick. It's an amazing device that I'm excited to use as my primary pocket console. I highly recommend it to all retro gaming enthusiasts. With its excellent design and compact size, it's perfect for carrying around. If you've been looking for a quality vertical handheld console, the TrimUI Brick is definitely worth considering. You'll find a link to this console in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you pleasant nostalgia and successful completion of your favorite games.